What's up? What it do? What up, though? All my good favorite sayings, particularly when I'm talking to, the homies. It is Thursday, June 5th. It is NBA Finals. I know. No Spence right now. Don't worry. Spence is on the way. I know you see all this boxing in front of you. It's time to start promoting. If you don't know, you need to know. The knockout canvas. Your boys truly, myself and Angelo. We're gonna get that cracking. And as always, man, y'all know I'll be struggle streaming. So just make sure that I know I'm not talking to myself. It looks like everybody's going. Looks like everything is good. You never know, right? Turf is always, behind the 8 ball in this technology stuff. Regardless of, what I do for a living. We won't even get into it. So, like I say, Spence will be joining me shortly. We got a ton for the show today. Got a bunch of stuff going on. But yeah, I'm excited for these finals, guys. I haven't been a basketball fan in quite some time, but knowing that a team is gonna win it for the first time, that's pretty dope. You know what I mean? I'm happy. I'm happy with it, and I what more can you ask for? I mean, they're losing a lot of ground for a lot of reasons. The NBA's got issues. They got issues they need to solve. Number one, in my opinion, is your product. Meaning, guys, I don't know, our heroes, they played all 82. I'm just saying, I never had to worry about going to a game and not seeing my guy. So, and my ticket wasn't outrageous. So, I mean, hey, to each his own. People got some stuff to deal with, right? It is what it is. There's a few things I want to hook up, man. Shout out to all my people on X. I see y'all. This is perfect timing for, one of my favorites of all time. You know what I like to do, but let me get this set up real quick because, as I told y'all, man, Turf always got technical difficulties, man. Always. Wouldn't be a stream or a struggle stream, as one might call it, without it, Shout out to the lead attorney. He's a dope dude, man. I like his show. Very informative. 20-year divorce attorney. I don't know why I'm giving the lead all this free pub, right? Shout out to the lead. Yeah, but that's his saying, man. He's struggle streaming. And Turf obviously has inherited that from watching his. But y'all know how I get down. It's always chat lives matter. Chat lives matter. Right? So first thing we're going to do is introduce that. Let me make sure I get this right, though. Because the first chat deserves, right? First chat deserves to be the first post. And as always, it's my family, man. It's my peoples, man. I mean, y'all are my peoples, you know that, but family right here. Steve Jones in the building. You down with OKC? Yeah, you know me. Steve, man, I need you. I need you to start helping your boy out, man. Helping your cuz out with some things. I got some ideas. I'm going to have to hit you up, man. Or bounce these ideas around you. I love the things you come up with, man. But, hey, I'm going to be honest. Yep. I'm down with OKC. I mean, Pacers, I'm not putting it past the Pacers to lose. I can assure you of that. You know what I mean? That they here to stay. I mean, they came to ball. They are no pushovers. But, the question was there. You know what I mean? Shout out to Geo Max in the building. Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. We got my main man, Jeff. Salute Turf in the nation. Spence will be on in a minute. And hey, shout out to my guy, Jeff, man. He is officially the new president of the Black Hole New England chapter. I've been peeping you, bro. Hi, Jeff. Yeah. I can't wait, man. I'm excited to see what you come up with for the game. As far as the game opener, right? We got the Patriots, unfortunately, in Gillette Stadium over there up in Foxborough. Fortunately for me, I'll be going home for the first time in a long time, bro. It's been a long time since I've been home, so I can't wait for that. But yeah, obviously Jeff's gonna have that turned up. So hey, if you're gonna be at that game, you already know the Black Hole New England chapter is gonna have it popping. You already know. You already know I got you, Jeff. You already know I got you. Raider Pete is in the building. Appreciate you for coming through. As always, hope you enjoy the show. Who you got, Turf? Like I said, man, I got OKC. They just got too much dog, too much depth, and too much scrap in them. They just not ready to give up ever. And they've done enough. They've done enough to give them the nod, if you will. Yeah, I can see that being the case, man. I can see that being the case. So, that's who I got, Raider Pete. Chewy's NFL News and Podcast. Raiders. Appreciate you for coming through, my guy. Hope you enjoy the show. I appreciate you, man. I'm happy to be back in the building, man. Very happy to be back in the building. Kicking it with y'all, man. I'm a fan just like y'all of all sports, not just Raiders, everything. That's why we got this show tonight, man. And you are absolutely right, Chewy. Jesus, this kid is a monster. He's a monster. Shy is a baller, and I think that's going to be one of the main problems and reasons as to why, OKC is going to get it done. You know what I mean? And Jeff, you should be excited, man. You should be excited. You should be excited for sure. Yep, you should be excited, man. But yeah, so this game has already got off to a quick start. Of course, my light will be blocking the score, but all I gotta do is look 1-7. It's a football score, man. What is going on? What is going on? Yeah, 7-1. You can't even get 1 point in football. Can't even get 1 point. So interesting. Raider Pete, OKC in 6. Much respect to the Pacers. I agree, man. That sounds about right for me, man. I am right along with you on that one. And yeah. It's gonna be a fight. I think it's gonna be a fight. That's why you see 6. I actually might have called for game 7. I think I did say this will go the distance. Indiana's not going out without a fight, guys. That's just that. Chewies, make sure you remind me to bring this back up in about 20 minutes or so when you see this other fella named Spence come through and hop on the screen, because he was just for sure, expecting to, have the Lakers just winning left and right, back to back, up and down, just because they got Luka and him and LeBron were going to do some things. I never saw it. Honestly, I never saw that. So I'm I'm very, very interested to hear what Spence has to say about that now, in terms of, right, yeah, where they sitting right now, because they are definitely on the couch watching like the rest of us. Yeah, Geo Max, I agree, bro. 94 days till Raiders football, baby. Oh, I'm excited. So excited. Can't wait to see what this team looks like. I can't wait to see the roster, the final roster. I'm just very intrigued. Both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. Mainly offensively, as far as our wide receiver group. Running backs, I expect to see what I expect to see, you know? Yeah, you know what I mean? So I don't know. We'll have to see. Raider Pete, give me a hot second. I see you. Like I say. My guys deserve to get it put up there. Sometimes it just doesn't work for me, man. I don't know why, but I have to do some conjuring up over here. Make sure I get these messages. That is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do that. All right, one hot second. And I will show this. Oops, that wasn't what I meant to do. What I meant to do is this. Hold on. All right, there we go. So we got a question. And of course, I didn't do it right, but I don't even care. I'm going to show it as you see it. Yes. So, Raider Pete, Turf, does your shirt mean that Angelo will be on? You know what? I should have asked. It was kind of early. He could have hopped on with us. So the short is no, but the long is yes. He will be on the knockout canvas, which we will be starting Saturday. Saturday night, there will be fights live. We will be watching. That will be the debut of the channel. If you have not gotten to the channel to like and subscribe yet, please go ahead and do so. It is all one word. The knockout canvas. Yeah, and I think you guys are gonna love it. You already know Angelo is an absolute monster in terms of the game of combat sports in general across the board. So I'm excited to see that. For sure. And things that he has to say. I mean, he's going to be catching me up too, right? I know I'm a little bit more abreast on boxing more than most your average, right? But still, nowhere close to Coach Reyes, right? I mean, Angelo is, yeah. Whole different stratosphere. Trap God 305 in the building. Raiders for life. I agree. Raiders for life. Yeah, and if Angelo, you are around, man, shoot, let me know. I dropped the link. I'm sure Spence will not mind, man. We have no problem talking a little bit about leading up to this weekend. Like I say, this is about all sports. It's not just football, basketball, right? We even got hockey going on right now. Playoffs, right? What do we know about the NHL playoffs? Let me see. Are they over? No, they just started, man. Yeah, the playoffs are just starting. So, yep, Stanley Cup. Tomorrow night, you got yesterday was game 1, the Panthers versus the Oilers. I don't know if this is for this is for all the marbles, man. So dang, my boys ain't in it. It looks like my guys fell short. My guys, y'all should know, all sports teams moving forward. Las Vegas, man. The Golden Knights. I got some Golden Knights stuff around here somewhere. Should be hanging up. In fact, yeah, I'm gonna get that put up. But yeah, I mean, yeah, obviously they're not in it. It wouldn't shock me if they lost in the semis. Nah, they lost well before that. Yeah. Yeah. So they lost. I want to say, yep, they lost in the second round. Yes. So the Knights lost in the second round of the playoffs. Shout out to the Knights. I don't know if y'all have ever been to a Golden Knights game, but honestly, it's even better than Raiders game. I know I'm gonna catch some flack for that. But I'm sorry, they have a better product right now for a lot of reasons. The Golden Knights have an absolute much better product. I'm sorry, I don't think anybody would disagree with me that's been to both. So yeah, that could definitely be. Let me know if y'all want me to put up a poll or something, because I'm telling you right now, that's yeah. That's just the way it goes, man. Let me find out Cheese loves boxing. Man, wait till you see my other side, bro. So, I see those gloves. How you feel about Tank taking that knee against Roach? What I think is it was garbage. Should have been ruled a knockdown, and he should have won that fight. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie or try to sugarcoat it. That's just what it is, man. That's just what it is. He absolutely won that fight. 100%. And that's the problem with boxing today. I believe it's starting to change. It will change. Hopefully, Turkey Al-Sheikh's money doesn't cause it to be what we are somewhat having symptoms of, as far as the duds that we've seen recently, which didn't make any sense to me. But yeah, he lost the fight, man. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm growing a little tired of Tank. Yeah, I said it. I'm growing a little tired of Tank, for one. He's not fighting, everybody, if you will. He's trying to catch people with catch weights. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not feeling his tactics, and I get it. He learned from the best, and that's how you collect the checks. And that's really what matters to him right now. And I don't blame him. I would be the same way. You didn't work that hard and get to where you got to not collect those checks. Oh, Jesus. There was no foul there. They're letting these boys play, man. Woo, they're letting them play. Close game, too, as I expected. But yeah, Tank has been gatekeeping a little bit too much for me. Living on the high hog, if you will, all those terms on being the A side, kind of over it. I already lost what we was going to do a poll on, Choy. What about that Ryan versus Rolly? Bro. Again, a dud. And I feel bad. It looks, Ryan, you just basically gave everybody fuel to the fire as to why, performance enhancing drugs and boxing, you know what I mean? There's no place for it. I mean, obviously you didn't look anything like yourself in terms of when you fought Haney. So yeah, I don't know, man. And Rolly is Rolly, right? I mean, he's not a terrible fighter, but he's not elite. He's not cream of the crop. He's not top of the food chain. He's a good fighter, though. You heard Tank himself say he's got punch. He's got pop. 100%. He's got punch and pop. So, yeah, you don't got to worry about You know what I'm saying? Finding out that from that respect, and I believe he's the titleist at this point. So, shout out to Rolly. I'm not mad at it. Yeah. I do know I did want to say condolences to Santa Cruz and family. I know his dad just passed away. And his dad and trainer. So I know he's going through it, right? Usually in those situations, man, fighter has a hard time somewhat moving on. So good luck to him. It is late in his career. So, yeah. It's just going around, right? It's just going around. Gotta support my guy, Jose Ramirez, California, Fresno, California, baby, born and bred. Yeah. You know what, man? Fresno is known for a few different athletes. I'll give Fresno props, man. They find a way, man. My boy went to Fresno State too. One of my wide receivers, man, Dominique Walltower or Hightower, my bad. Yeah, after going to San Diego Mesa, he transferred to Fresno State. Had a great career there too. Big guy, big strong guy is the reason why Turf has some yards on the outside. Dominique was one of them. Dominique was definitely one of them. So, I mean, close game, and it's exactly what I would expect. I think Indiana will hang around. OKC will stay scrappy, and they'll win with a decent margin. Now, what's the over under on this game? I wonder. I say by 8. Yeah, let me look. I'm going to take a peek just because I'm nosy. My dogs are barking like mad. I don't know. Indiana. Yep, here we go. Spread is 10. Wow. I was close, but I didn't expect to be that big. Over under was 10. So I said 8. Jesus. Huh. I guess I have been paying attention. First game. Oh, Jesus. First game at home, though. First game at home is to be expected. So it is back. I am glad to be back. I hope everybody's had a good break from me, if you will, as far as how often I had been on. Don't get it twisted. Turf is back. I'm still trying to figure out Wednesdays. Like I said, we might have the knockout canvas on Wednesdays and or Saturdays. You obviously know we got Turf and Rundown on Mondays. Yeah. Tuesdays, Ultimate Raider Fan 32. Yeah, and then that Friday show, man. I got to get back in rhythm with that, but it's so hard because I have track. Got track meets for the next month. Got the qualifier, district qualifier, and then regional qualifier. Then you got the Junior Olympics. So the season is winding down. And all I can tell y'all is AAU track and field, forget about it. Forget about it. The specimens, the people, it's wild. I'm going to continue to keep. If somebody else out here that's from the state of Texas that goes to any of these meets, man, somebody speak. I've never seen anything like it. In case y'all don't know or recall, Turf is from Connecticut, okay? I come from the land of the ballers, what we're all watching right now, Nice shot, Indiana. Trying to keep it close. Yeah, that's where I come from. I come from a balling state, not a football spot. So yeah, for me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's just different. And dang, these boys are shooting. These boys are shooting. I was just shocked. You got Jamal Charles out there, ladies and gentlemen. He's got kids out there. I forget he's from here. He went to UT. I shouldn't say he's from here. I just know he went to UT. Makes a lot of sense to come back to UT if you're of the likes of Jamal Charles. That's you get love from here for the rest of your life as far as UT is concerned, and that's special. That is absolutely special. Um, but yeah, it's amazing, man. It is amazing to see these athletes and these athletes that came together as family and created more athletes. In case in point, Marion Jones and her husband, they raised a kid right here in my town, and he's a track star at UT. Go figure, right? So yeah, this track stuff is serious. I mean, you see it nationally as far as all the times. I mean, you got Florida, yes, you got California, yes, but it's just different out here. What's wild is all your 4x1s and your 4x4s. Everybody on them teams play football. Every single one of them. Oh, it's wild. And then sometimes you be seeing some big boys out there like, what are you doing? You are too big to be running track. And they right there with them. They right there with them. And they're not there for track, if you will, right? They're there for the technique and the athleticism and becoming better. Absolutely becoming better. So, yeah. That's right, Chewy. You do got peoples in jail. Shout out to Jared. Tell Auntie I said was cracking. Yep. Like I say, my godson lives up there too in Gerald. Man, they trying to pull away, but they trying. OKC is doing their best to try and pull away. So I know there's a lot of Raiders people out here. Let's talk a little bit of Raiders while we watch this game. Still in the first quarter, but I did my show on the wide receiver. Oh, that was a terrible air ball. The wide receiver room and the running back room. I really would love to hear people's thoughts on one particular wide receiver. And maybe it'll cause a little bit of controversy. Maybe not. But I'm curious on what people think about Trey Tucker. I personally think his days are numbered. Yeah, I think Trey Tucker's days are numbered. I think if you're going to have something of that stature, it's why they brought in Touchdown Tommy. Shout out to Touchdown Tommy. You know what I'm saying? And then Chip has brought in his guy Phillips as well. So I don't know. I do think that he's got the ability. I think he's got the talent. I'll give people their thoughts in terms of him not having anybody. Yeah, see, Chewy, I'm with you, bro. Man, I'm with you. I think Trey Tucker is strong. I think they're trying to trade him right now as we speak. You know who might also be in that boat? I am just going to put all all of my thoughts out there on the two big ones that I already know people don't agree with. Boring myself already, but Jacorian Bennett, ladies and gentlemen, he's another one. I don't see how he's going to survive this. Look at all the other cornerbacks. They're all 6 feet. The only guy that Pete Carroll has drafted recently of that size is who? Witherspoon. That's it. And where was he? In the slot, not on the outside. And I don't know, Jacorian's athleticism and speed should allow him to play slot, but that's a very special position. It's a very special position. So I don't know. I don't know if he can handle it. We'll have to see. Men is in the building. Shout out to Men. Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. What is your favorite football team? I'll let you take a guess, man. I will let you take a guess. Marcus Banks in the building. Turf, my G. Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show as always. We got my nephew in the building. The Raider Rundown. Shout out to Rundown. Hey, I think he got a show coming on too, or had a show. He had a show or got a show coming on tonight. As always, check out my nephew. You already know. Hardest working man in showbiz. My bad. That wasn't meant for you to buzzer. Yeah, fire show. And it's about that Raider talk. So, if y'all start clamming for it and you get tired of what me and Spence is doing over here, because it's probably going to gear towards this game here in a minute, as well as the rest of the series. And because I would love to talk more basketball since we are in the finals and get what people think in terms of who's going to win this and how, right? I've already gotten one. Chewy, right? You said game. No, Raider Pete said OKC in 6. I said 7. I hold myself accountable. I said 7. So yeah. Absolutely. I'll stick with what I had. And we'll see. I think this is going to hold up. What game they steal as far as OKC in terms of in Indiana? I'm not sure. Or maybe they steal 2, right? Maybe they lose 1 at home, right? I don't know. That's going to be interesting to see. Chewies. That's why I was so happy with this offseason and draft. It's due to the competition we have in the locker room now. I couldn't agree with you more, man. And that is the difference. There has been no competition in the locker room, to be honest. People kind of got, their positions by way of, acquisition. And, hey, we're paying you $15 million, Gardner Minshew, so we're going to start you regardless of who the head coach wanted to start. If there's anything, I think, and we'll never know, we'll never find out, because, right, that'd just be digging his own grave, and Antonio Pierce, divulging that information. Yeah, I don't see him ever saying it, but I don't think he ever wanted Gardner Minshew to start. I think he always wanted to rock with his boy. He wanted to rock with who got him there. Didn't work out for whatever reason, man. And that's what's sad for me, man. But right now there's real competition, and unfortunately not at the quarterback position. Let's keep it a bean, ladies and gentlemen. That position is sewn up. And for anybody that's trying to still talk this wildness on Geno's not looking good And, all of a sudden now you want to act, like it's time to start taking the peek at AOC again. Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with you. Honestly, guys, I don't know what's wrong with you. That ship has sailed. At best, at least on this team, at best, AOC is a backup. I'll tell you this. The only way I see AOC ever really being resumed as the guy is injury. And we don't want to see that. It's the only way. Outside of that, it's game over, ladies and gentlemen. It's absolutely game over. So we need to stop this nonsense. People trying to discuss another option at quarterback. I don't care who it is outside of Geno Smith, even Cam Miller. To be honest, Cam Miller's got his own problems because he can't beat out AOC. Y'all know I'm an AOC fan, right? If I thought it made sense, I would absolutely, like I did in terms of Gardner Minshew and AOC. That made sense. We all see why that made sense as far as that being a real true quarterback battle and how it turned out. Again, I think if AP had it his way, he would have started AOC from the rip. And we'll just never know. And that's the stuff that burns me up. It burns me up. But I left this comment up here because, as you said, man, the competition in the locker room is serious now. I mean, see, go ahead and laugh about this if you want. But I'm telling y'all right now, Mostert didn't come here to be a backup. I'm just telling you. Sure, that may be what he's woofing and playing nice with, coaching staff in the locker room and the running back room. I guarantee you every time he's got a chance to shine, he's doing so. And he's coming for that number one spot. He wants to be complimented. He doesn't want to be the compliment. I'm just telling you that flat out right now, grade one. And guess what? Laugh all you want. Sincere McCormick is right behind him. Right behind him. Chomping at the bit. Ready. Absolutely ready. So, yeah, I don't know. From what I see, that competition is fierce. You are right, Chewy. That competition is fierce. And I do absolutely expect to see people thrive through it. Wow, what a shot. Yeah, I expect people to shine through. So again, I will say this is a watch party / sports show today. Because I am interested in this game, man. Like I say, both of these teams are scrappy, man. Both of them got some decent depth. This should be a good series. I had Game 7. Game 7 OKC at home. If they go back and forth on stealing the home game, be interesting. But yeah, it wouldn't be. Oof, nice pass. It wouldn't be out of order, if you will. Great question, Chewy. What I'm sipping on. I'm double fisting it tonight. First off, shout out to the Richmond Spiders. Yep, my sister's lace, if you will. My niece. She's going to be a graduate of University of Richmond. But yeah, this is a new one, Chewy. And they're going to get some free publicity from Dead in the Water tonight. It's not bad, man. It's not bad. See that? Trails in 8. And it's not bad. Oak finish. It's bourbon whiskey finished with Oregon oak. So that's the one thing. That's the small glass. The tall glass, and again, I don't know why I'm so generous and nice today, but this one, ladies and gentlemen, is my go-to. A lot of people don't know about this one. This is that Founders Breakfast Stout. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, look at that. It's a commercial. Founders Breakfast Stout. It's my favorite stout. There's no better stout beer on the planet. I could drink breakfast stout every day. It's probably not good for me, but yeah. So shout out to a new one, and then a longtime favorite. Longtime favorite. So, Chewy, isn't it weird how Dallas traded Luka, which no team would ever do, and then they go and win the lottery? Well, first off, Chewy, let me make sure I divulge the proper information to you, because I don't know if you know. But Nico is my guy, man. Shout out to Nico. Yes. If you did not know, Nico Harrison graduated from Montana State and did play basketball at Montana State. And, Turf knows a little bit of something about Montana State. It all seems fishy, right? I like to think I had some information that I could give and share and be like, we knew stuff was coming down. We just didn't know what, right? Obviously you can't divulge that kind of stuff. And just for the record, Nico has always been a bright, well-off, about his business gentleman from day one. So all this stuff about him losing his job and working at McDonald's and all that. Man, come on, please, people. Yeah, but I agree with you. There's a reason I haven't watched the NBA for a while. I'm gonna keep it a bean. But as you can see, we covering it now, man. We are absolutely covering it 100%. And yeah. It's actually been pretty good. As far as the playoffs and leading up, right? That play in or play out, whatever you want to call it. It's actually been pretty decent. It's been pretty decent. So yeah. But yes, I find it weird, Chewy. Yes, I do find it weird. I'm with you 100%. We got Raider transplant Angelo in the building. Salute Turf. Where's Spence? It's Spence baby girl's birthday tonight, so I believe they are out and about, but he will be here any second. He'll be here. Trust me. Spence will be here. And I got a lot for him to answer to. I know we had a few questions in here that I thought he should absolutely be answering. One of them being that the Lakers aren't in the chip. So, yeah, we'll have to take a look at that. Yeah. You're right, Chewy. Yes. Twisted. It's going to be a good Twisted, though. I won't get out of control. I promise you. I'll learn how to handle this. We got a new guy, Eli Newton in the building. Said hi. What's cracking, Eli? I appreciate you for coming through, man. Hope you enjoy the show. Let us know if you got anything else, man. Tell us who your favorite team is. Yeah. That'll be and that's the thing, right? A lot of y'all are Raider fans, man. We all come from the good old content creation world of what they call the black hole of you know what in terms of our wildness in Raider world. Raider world is wild. Yeah, it is what it is. That's what I can say. Yes, yes, we are promoting the canvas. I've been promoting it all night. We have been promoting it all night. Hold on, let me get it on the screen. I told you, I don't know what it is. Sometimes it just doesn't want to work for me like it's supposed to. But I'm going to get you. I got you. I got you, Angelo. I got you right here. Bam. Paste. Save. Download. We're going to get this right. Excuse me. Woo. Excuse me. Yeah. That was a good one. All right. Let's get this here. 43. All right. Let's show this. So, we have Angelo. We promoting the Knockout Canvas tonight, Saturday, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. 7 o'clock Central. Absolutely, we promoting it. And I am excited because it is time we started talking some boxing. I'm very excited for boxing. And I've been talking about it all night. Yeah, so. Yep, you see I got the shirt on, man. See I got the shirt on, all that good stuff. And yeah. My favorite team this weekend is Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn versus Abdullah Mason will be a great fight, but I promise you it won't happen this year. Nah, they got it. That fight has to cook. Yeah, there's no way they're going to let that fight happen too soon. They got to make the proper bank account with that fight. And we all know what that means. We all know what that means. I'm going to put this up there on the flash because Chewy's got all the cursing. And this is a friendly family show too, right? Bud versus Canelo. Great effing fight. I agree. I'm biased. Bud is my favorite fighter right now. I got favorite fighters from each era, right? Don't even get started with me. I don't want to hear anybody complain about Turf having multiple great fighters. Yeah. So, and yes, I agree. Probably's got to be considered the greatest fight ever, even over Ward Gotti. Although I know a lot of people would have a lot to say about Ward Gotti. That was a doozy. Ward Gotti, bro. I mean, pick which one. I mean, Jesus Christ. We were definitely very fortunate in the boxing world, if you will, when it came to those two fighters in those fights. Jesus, we got absolutely spoiled. So, yes, this right here, I will have this shirt. It'll have holes in it. The paint's already massively faded. Yeah, this fight was in 2005, guys. October 8th. This is the second one, not the first one. Not the right? 2008. It was an absolute wild night. Wild night. Chewy's. I'm a diehard Canelo fan, but after seeing Bud whoop on Arrow, kind of changed my mind. I was a big Turf Spence fan too. Hey, you know what? I'm a Bud fan. I always have been, but I was an Turf Spence fan too. Yeah, And that was a fight. I mean, yeah, it's right there in the corner. I got that. I was at that fight, and I will never forget that fight for as long as I live. I was happy to see what I saw. I'm a Bud Crawford fan, so I was very happy with what I saw. Yeah, it is what it is, man. I can't wait to see this fight. That's the other thing. Angelo, I disagree, but I'll talk about why on our show Saturday about Bud versus Canelo. You'll get the expert take from the coach and the professor. Yep. And it is going to be a fight. Make no mistake about it. I bet that Bud makes this a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not. I think he'll go out on his shield. That's just my thoughts on this. He's not going to go in there and dance around to try to survive, kind of like how one other fighter did. Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. But you know what I mean? We're going to call it what we call it, man. I think you're going to see Bud put on the performance, win, lose, or draw. Canelo might be too big for him. You know, we're going to save it for Saturday, man. We're going to save that conversation for Saturday, like Angelo said, man. And yes, the very first one was May 7th. Yep, May 7th. That was the very first. The fight of the fights. In terms of who? Yeah, I can't believe they called the foul on that. That was terrible. But anywho, Bud versus Boots is the fight everyone wanted. Yes and no. Yes and no. I mean, I'm a Boots Ennis fan. You know what I mean? I just think he came a little too late. You know what I mean? Literally, Bud has nothing to gain from that fight. Literally nothing to gain from that fight. If he wins, he was a young up-and-comer. He wasn't ready for him anyways, blah, blah, blah. If he loses, he was never pound for pound, couldn't get past Boots, let alone, right? It's a no-win situation. It's a no-win situation for him. Yeah, so I don't see why he would take that fight. It just doesn't make sense. Let the other guys scrap that out. You know what I mean? There's plenty of guys at 147 for Boots Ennis to prove himself. I think him and Teofimo Lopez, I think that he hasn't fought anybody like Teo ever, right? As far as Boots. I mean, don't get me wrong, Boots is special. He's got skills, man, but he ain't that. Nope. He ain't that. You know what I'm saying? Chewy, are you a Haney fan? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I've never been a Haney fan. Never been a Haney fan. I think he's a skilled fighter. Absolutely think he's a skilled fighter. But nah. Yeah, I never really gravitated to him. Like, for instance, Shakur Stevenson totally gravitated to him. Keyshawn Davis gravitated to him. I don't know if y'all know, it's no secret amongst my boys that, you know, are in the fighting clan, but Abdullah Mason is my favorite fighter. I mean, Terrence Crawford is, but Terrence Crawford is on his way out. Abdullah Mason is the guy right now, in my eyes. He's going to become the most complete fighter. He's already had a few scares, a few knockdowns. And he comes to fight. He's still that young bull. I mean, he's still raw in some areas, right? Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting watching this kid grow right before my eyes, man. He reminds me of a Mayweather, but just a much more dangerous, uh, careless, more of a careless attitude without the ability to have the defense of a Mayweather. I don't see him ever getting to that type of status. And hey, hopefully I'm wrong. I could be wrong. Again, like I said, I don't know. Hey, if you out there, Abdullah, I hope you ain't taking that as a knock because you literally are my favorite fighter behind Terrence Crawford. Literally my favorite fighter. Period. Mason. Abdullah Mason. Go check him out if you don't know about him. Woo! You gonna know about him. Yeah. He's my guy. Rated transplant. You already know Jerron Boots Ennis is the truth. I'm going to bring out facts on how PBC had Spence duck Boots. Yes. And how Ennis was the mandatory for Bud, but he moved up to 154. That is true. No, that is true. And the receipts are there. I'm going to put that on. I will put that on. Oh boy, Errol Spence first. I believe this was after, right? This was after the Errol Spence Bud fight. And then Bud moved up because he was looking to conquer bigger money. I mean, let's just keep it a bean. So that made sense. But what didn't make sense is Spence ducking Boots. He had plenty of times to fight him, but I think we know why he didn't. Boy, y'all getting this show turned into a boxing show tonight. I don't mind it, especially since I'm alone. Where you at, Spence? I'm about to call him in a minute and put him on blast. Put him on the phone through the microphone. Oh, wow. They got it lit up in OKC. OKC is not that far from me. It's only about 5.5 hours. Shout out to my boy Chip Hobbs. See Hobbs in the building. That guy's from Oklahoma City. I don't know if he's specifically Oklahoma City, but I know he's from Oklahoma. Bobcat Hall of Famer. That's right. So, yeah, that's what I will say about Boots. I believe that he should have fought in Spence in order to get through to Crawford. And it is what it is. You know what I mean? And we'll have this. We'll have this fight. I mean, this talk. Trust me. We are going to have this talk. So, yes. Teofimo Lopez already pulled out of the Haney fight for August. TL said he's dealing with mental health issues until the end of the year. Jesus Christ. Are you serious, dude? This is where turf goes bad. I still got a kid in school. I'm going to leave that alone. What I'm going to do is say that I would have much rather him just say, it makes no sense for me to fight Devin Haney. Haney is not on my level, which is true, in my opinion. I think he destroys Haney. I think Haney tries to literally run around the ring. He won't be able to because TL knows how to cut the ring off. So, I don't see it, man. I really don't see. I'm glad that fight didn't materialize. It only benefited Haney. And no, as you asked already, Chewy, I'm not a Haney fan. I never have been a Haney fan. He's a skilled fighter. But there's just other guys that I believe are above him, starting with Shakur Stevenson. Abdullah Mason. Like, there's just other guys, right, that are absolutely much better than him. So yeah. Shakur Stevenson is the Pernell Whitaker of our time. I agree. I absolutely agree. And I can't wait until when we don't agree because, look, I'll be honest with you. I would defer to Coach, period. And I don't care what he tries to tell you or nope. I'm deferring to him. That doesn't mean I can't disagree and I won't have difference of opinions, right? That's why we love. Can't wait for us to get this show started. It's not going to be just a whole lot of agreeing and hucking and, we all think the same thing, because I can assure you that's not the case. Because this I agree with. Shakur Stevenson is the Pernell Whitaker of our time. This is going to be hard for people to hear, but I think Pernell was above average as far as if you were to put them together head to head on Shakur Stevenson defensively. I mean, his awareness and Shakur Stevenson is best defensive fighter at his time right now. Like, there's not many other guys, right, of this size and status that has this type of defense of hit and not be hit, and it be legit, right? Be legit, hit and not be hit, not literally running around the ring because you're conditioned. So, yeah. Again, I couldn't agree with you more on this one, Angelo. 100%. Yeah, and I clicked on this one. Let me say it. I like Shakur. He's really good and smart fighter. He just don't got the big fights we want to see. I agree. And the other thing too is that he needs his bull. He needs his haggler. You know what I'm saying? He needs his haggler to Hearns. Like, he needs somebody that can bring the fight that is not afraid of what he has to offer in that power range. You know what I'm saying? And you're not going to see the best of Shakur Stevenson until he runs into a tank or, right, somebody that can lights out him with one punch. That's my thoughts, honestly. And there are a few of them out here, man. Speaking of, Keyshawn Davis is our Aaron Pryor. I don't disagree with that. Again, I think Aaron Pryor was a little bit ahead. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. Like, these guys, they are that of today's time, but that just goes to show you how yesterday's time was just that much more special, in my opinion. Because Sweet Pea, 10 times out of 10 times, Sweet Pea is beating Shakur Stevenson, in my eyes. Period. Sweet Pea is beating Shakur Stevenson 10 out of 10 fights. Tell me if I'm wrong. It's just what I think. So, yeah, I mean, and his career is far from over. You're right. I'm going to pull it up immediately, right? Because you're right. It's tough. Pernell Whitaker is an Olympic gold medalist. Shakur got silver, and Pernell fought everybody. We still need to see him fight Tank. And that's the part that I'm talking about, and it's not his fault. Look who shows up to the building.
I'm here, finally.
Spence is in the building. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Not bad. Just finished up dinner, my daughter's birthday.
Yeah,
shout out to Bella.
Happy birthday.
Happy 15.
15. Oh, man.
Yep. I know it goes fast.
It goes real fast, man. And you can see the light out the tunnel even more so than I can by 2 years, dude. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Good. Where'd you guys go eat, if you don't mind us being nosy, right? We're going to be nosy, man, and getting Spence's business. Hey, we are in Austin.
We went to a Greek restaurant called Yamas. It's in Austin. It's down off 2222.
Okay. Yep.
For those of you who are local to Austin, you'll know where that is.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a kick-ass spot.
Oh yeah,
that's what's up, man.
It's good vibe in there.
Yeah,
it's delicious.
Absolutely. So I don't know if you've been watching the game, man. They kind of opened up a little bit.
I have not. I literally just got back.
Okay. Yeah. Well, they've opened it up. 10-point, 12-point lead right now, I think. And it's kind of what I expected. I mean, it's spot on. I said 8 before I even looked at the spread. I thought they'd win by 8. But the over-under is 10, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is going to be the Thunder. I don't, as much as I like the Pacers, I just don't think they got enough to keep up with the Thunder. The Thunder are just going to overwhelm them.
Right, right,
But
absolutely.
yeah, it was a good run though for Indy. If I'm sure they'll probably win a couple games and make it a series, but it's I think at the end of the day it'll probably be the Thunder that get it done.
Yep, I agree.
You know, speaking of that, like Jack and I were looking, my son, we're looking at that trade. I did not realize that Shea Gilgeous-Alexander was drafted by the Clippers. Did not know that.
Really?
He drafted and played his rookie season for the Clippers, and then they traded him for Paul George.
Really?
Yep. Shea plus like 5 picks,
Huh?
and Danilo Gallinari, and 2 pick swaps.
Yeah.
Five first round picks, 2 pick swaps. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander and Danilo Gallinari for 1 Paul George.
Wow. That's huge.
Yeah. Talk about sending a franchise back about 20 years.
That's insane, bro.
I'm actually very impressed that the Clippers have managed to stay competitive.
It's the Clippers, dude. It's the Clippers. Yeah. No one expects.
They've gone through like what 3 coaches, and Paul George is gone.
Gone.
Kawhi's still there though.
No, that's a good one.
Kinda. Load management.
Yep. That'll be interesting though.
So what do we got going on? What were you talking about when I jumped on? So rudely interrupted.
We were in all kinds of boxing. We were talking about Pernell Whitaker versus Shakur Stevenson comparison. We were talking Keyshawn Davis versus Aaron Pryor.
Oh wow!
We were just getting into it, and as you can see, all of these comments are it all turned to boxing real fast. Yeah, Marcus Banks. Let me find out my dog Marcus Banks is into this boxing thing like this. Keyshawn Davis is not even close to Aaron Pryor. All of you stop watching boxing. You guys suck.
Wow.
I'm not going to say he's not close to Aaron Pryor, but I do understand what you're saying. I do get it. Angelo, and obviously, man, Angelo, let me know. I'm going to send you the link, man. If you want to get up here and defend yourself, because I do understand. I understand where Marcus is coming from with this. You know what I mean? Aaron Pryor, man, Aaron Pryor was something else. You know what I mean? He was something else. So I understand where Marcus is coming from with this. But I do also understand 100% what Angelo was saying. Right, and thank you. Okay, that's where we are. I wanted to make sure we had that correction. Marcus, we were saying what their ceiling would be. Bingo. And that is correct. That's where you're at. That's where you're at with it. Yes, that makes a lot more sense. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shout out Paul George. Fresno guy. Yeah. See my guy. I'm not Bueno is in the building. Appreciate you for coming through as always. Hope you enjoy the show. Yeah, so that's what we were talking about, man. Where are we at in this game? Is it halftime already? It is halftime.
It's not good.
It is halftime, yeah, and it's exactly what I'd expect. A lower scoring game, right? With scrappy defense on both sides. It's gonna be a good series, I think. Yeah. A lot of people have 6 games. I have 7. But I think it's wishful thinking. You know what I'm saying?
7 games would be fun. for the people who watch the series.
Right.
But I think 6 is probably more realistic.
Yep.
It's I mean, anything can happen though. I mean, one team can go cold.
Right. Absolutely.
Well, anything can happen. So.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, someone did bring up a basketball comment earlier. See, I got you, Chew. They stated, you know, what happened to poor little old LeBron and your boy Luka. And I said, I want Spence to answer that because for some reason, I think you recall, you expected them to be in this game.
That team had for having 2 top 5 players, that team had nothing else behind them. That I thought honestly I thought when they got Luka they would have put more focus on building the rest of that team out, but they didn't. They just rolled with what they had, and what they had was like a bag of dog poop behind those two. Like,
Yep.
So
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see. I personally hope Luka walks on him. I think that he can go anywhere. He's a free agent.
No, I agree. That is true. I didn't think about it from that perspective, but yeah, that's a wow. Because there's a lot of things in the works, right? You still got the kid from not Minnesota, Milwaukee. He's got, isn't he? Anka Chapuka, I can't pronounce his name.
Giannis.
Yeah, isn't he looking to make some moves or cause some ruckus?
He's still under contract. If he wants out, he's gonna have to force his way out. There is kind of a sentiment going around that he's going to do that this offseason, though.
Right.
Like he's done with the Bucks experience.
I think he is. Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah, this is going to be a very, very interesting offseason because I think the Celtics are going to be players in this offseason. Austin Ainge just left the Celtics and went back with his dad. So he's in Utah now, president of basketball operations.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't see that.
Austin was a big guy for us, and just like I said, it didn't even matter. The Knicks fired their coach.
Yeah.
Conference finals and gone.
Idiots. I don't understand it, man.
They're the Knicks, man. Like, what do you expect? They do exactly what you expect them to do.
And Brunson isn't happy.
No, he's not.
Pissed. He's like, this is my guy. This is why we got here. Like, what are you doing?
I don't know. Apparently, Mikal Bridges didn't like him. Tibbs was not popular with Bridges. I have no idea. I don't know. I mean,
it's not.
I don't know. Who are they going to replace him with?
It's not.
That's my question.
Yeah.
What are they probably going to hire? What's his name? The old Denver coach, because he's the only name brand coach out there.
Right. Oh, now he just got fired himself though, didn't he?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes no sense. So, hey, I don't see it live on. Do you see Restream going for you? I did start it. I don't see anything on YouTube though. I want to make sure you got the right stream going. You got to make sure you get your videos going, man. If y'all didn't know,
thank you.
Please go to Spencer's channel, like and subscribe. Titletown Sports Talk. You should see it everywhere. You know what? I'm gonna update. Yep. It should be in. Yeah, you should.
I see it. I'm live.
You are live. Okay, perfect.
I see us.
Okay, perfect.
Dead in the water. Yep.
Perfect.
It doesn't have any channels though. It's just it's on Restream. Let me add some channels in here.
That's what I think. You just gotta add the channels.
Yeah.
Yeah, just click on YouTube. And it'll come up.
Where is it?
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I got to make sure I got you going, man.
Twitch.
Because we got a whole second half. We got a whole bunch of.
And YouTube.
Man, we got a lot to talk about.
All right, let's get those going.
I want to hear what's going on in Patriot world. We got y'all game 1, week 1. I'm already plotting and planning.
Somehow that I feel like we need to be there for that.
That's what I'm saying. How can we not? Like, we should have a setup. I know we'll have.
I know.
So I don't know if you heard or saw the news. My buddy Jeff. Shout out to Jeff once again for becoming the president of the Black Hole New England chapter. So wow. That's yeah, exactly. So he's setting everything up for a Raiders party.
For a Raiders party,
of course. I mean, well, you'll be at home with family and all, but you can make an appearance and stop for the show Dead in the Water. What I'm saying? We'll have to have Dead in the Water live from Foxborough.
Wouldn't that be something?
Right? Exactly. At the tailgate before we go, before we head in to the stadium.
Get the brats and the beer.
There you go. Exactly. Exactly. But so yeah, I'm excited for that game. I really am, man. You've been saying it, and I mean, the more and more that I just look at our teams and we discuss and talk, we mirror each other a lot.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. I mean, I don't expect to see y'all get more than, 6 to 8 wins, right? You know what I mean? Like, I think you guys got your quarterback. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, really, it's going to come down to, for both of us, how the quarterbacks play.
True. Very true. I mean, it's just period.
I mean, I do think we both have the fortune of having a defensive-minded head coach.
Yes.
So I think in both cases, as long as health is there, right? Like, obviously, like if, Milton Williams goes down in the preseason or something, or Carlton Davis breaks his leg, or Gonzo for whatever.
Right.
We can't see that stuff, but health aside, if everybody's there and everybody's contributing, I think the Raiders and the Patriots defense are both going to be pretty good this year.
Yep, I agree. I agree. You're not.
I know you guys have a lot of question marks about the back end of your defense, but I think you guys, if you got healthy front seven, you guys are going to be pretty scary up front.
Yep. It really boils down to Wilkins, man, and the problem is Wilkins is not going to be healthy. Yeah. And I know that. We all know that. He's not going to be healthy. And it's going to take to about week 8. And we have to rely on what we've done. You know what I mean? As far as the people that are in the locker room and hopefully ready to go. I mean, the truth is, Tyree Wilson, you were picked number 7. It's time to shine. It's time to pick it up, bro.
Yeah.
There's no more. The training wheels are off. It's over. That's really what it boils down to for us. I feel like it's deja vu. Excuse me. All over again in terms of Kuntz going down. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Only difference is it's not for the year. It's for half the year. So now we got to sit and watch Wilkins look like a shell of himself for the first 6 games. Yeah. You see what I mean? Like, just getting himself back into playing shape, because he's not going to do that in camp. He's not going to do that at the beginning of camp, as far as the season starting. That wouldn't make sense.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know.
I'm excited. We got Barmore back, which I think is a huge piece up front for us.
That is big.
Putting Barmore next, like the defensive front, the Patriots are going to be able to roll out there. It's just going to be scary.
It is. And you got a defensive-minded coach. And Vrabel, which, hell, we wanted. The Raiders wanted Vrabel. At least I did.
Yeah. Keon White and Harold Landry rushing off the edge. The linebackers look solid.
Yep.
I still feel like we're maybe one linebacker short. Tavai, I don't know how he really fits into the system, but
right.
They apparently news this week is that they've officially moved Marte Mapu to linebacker full time.
Right.
So he's no longer like that in the box safety. He's now playing linebacker straight up.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I have a feeling that's probably like they want another speed kind of guy.
That would make sense.
With Ellis, somebody that can actually drop in coverage and go sideline to sideline.
Yes. So we got my boy John B in the building. I swear to God, I was just thinking about you, John B. Because we're talking about this Patriots game. You already know, man. Shout out to my cousin, Kev, man. Kevin Joyner. He obviously came through. My father was his uncle first, uncle. So he came through. But John B knows because Kev owns the K-Bar in Hartford. And I can assure you, John B, for this Patriots game, September 7th weekend, I will be at the K-Bar every night that I am in Hartford and when I'm not in Foxborough. So just a shout out, heads up, bro. Hopefully you can hang out. It's going to be a doozy. I've not been back home in several years. In fact, I'm getting a lot of flack for it. So, yeah, it'll be cool. And then Marcus Banks, bro. Luka is going to team up with Joker in Denver. That would be
Wouldn't be surprised.
Crazy. That would be crazy.
He can do that for free.
But that would be crazy. The only problem is they don't play no defense, man. How are they gonna stop anything? They might score all night, but yeah, it's just gonna be a shooting factory. It's gonna be a straight up shooting factory.
Well, I mean, you can always reshuffle the pieces around the stars to get more defense in there, right?
True.
I want to say Nick Claxton's out there for like bigs that can actually defend. There's a few more too. I think who else was out there. What's his name from the Pacers? The center. He's a free agent.
Oh, that's right. But he's going nowhere.
Yeah, he's probably gonna stay, but
of course, unless they lose. Unless they win it, and then he's like, "Hey, show me the money. I already got my ring." Yeah. That'd be the only way. I could see that, but even still, right?
Turner's probably honestly going to be targeted by the Celtics. I would guess they've talked about him on the last couple off seasons and didn't make any moves on him.
Yep.
But now, when I think they're going to look to move on from Porzingis to get under the apron, second apron. So I think it's going to be interesting to see exactly how they do that.
They're gonna need they're gonna need somebody to play ball with them. So
Luka would be wild in Denver, though.
That would be Marcus. Man, you must be a basketball watcher because you're right. That's a hell of a call out. I mean, and it makes sense, right? Why wouldn't you want to go play with another foreigner?
Yeah.
Right. He's already tired of us Americans, especially after what Nico did. Shout out to my dog. I don't care, man. We still.
I know Nico would never confirm this for you. Can he just tell you privately that the fix was in on that trade?
Right, exactly. Everybody's saying that. Even I'm saying it. I'm like, man, it's
like if you could have told me that they were gonna win the lottery and get the number one pick, get Cooper Flag.
Come on, man.
This reeks of when the Celtics lost the lottery to the Spurs.
I don't remember. It was like a 1%. It was something wild. It didn't make.
They weren't quite as atrocious as 1.8%, but the Celtics had the highest probability of getting the first pick, and they didn't get it.
Right.
And that I want to say that hasn't happened in like 10 years or something. The team with the highest odds of getting the first pick hasn't actually got the first pick in like 10 years.
Right. It's crazy. It's like it's got to be something, right? And it's
got
to be something.
Now, like I've seen a lot of like math breakdowns on this, and they're like, it's not statistically impossible for what's happening to happen, but somebody kind of drew the. I saw on X somebody put it back to back. They're like, the team that lost a superstar, basically, so they're going back like to the old Lakers, the Kobe three-peat.
Right.
Second three-peat. Like when they got, you remember that trade when they got what's his name? The center from Memphis. And he like completed the team and like turned them into a superpower in the West. Paul Gasol.
Oh,
you remember that trade?
Yes, that was a big trade.
Yeah. So I didn't know this. The following year, Memphis got the first pick.
Really?
Yeah. And so apparently there's like this pattern of teams when they help the Lakers, right? When they do a solid for the Lakers, the NBA rewards them the following year with the first pick. So Memphis got the first pick that time. Right. Then remember when LeBron went there, and LeBron was like, I need someone because I can't do it myself.
Correct.
Right? Then all of a sudden, Anthony Davis ended up there. You remember that trade?
That's right.
New Orleans got the first pick the next year. And now we got Luka.
Right.
So, yeah. And it works exactly the opposite for the Celtics. It's like when the Celtics should get something, we get screwed.
Right. Well, I mean, come on, let's keep it real, though. You can't really complain too much.
No, I'm not really. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, like, right. I would much prefer it to be a level playing field.
I can understand.
It's like they're not like now the Lakers are back behind us, tied.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
they're behind.
Yeah, where they belong. They're where they belong.
I like it. And then there were some people in here, man.
Yeah,
I think there's a lot of Lakers, right? It's Raiders, man. Yeah, it's a lot of Lakers up in here, man.
Yeah.
Sorry if you got the chat link.
I got it.
Okay, perfect. So
I'm not bueno. This guy, the Patriots fan. Yes. Yes.
This is the guy. I'm not bueno.
I wish Luka would come to Boston. I'll tell you that.
Oh, Jesus. You don't need him. You don't even need him.
We can unload Porzingis and unload Drew Holiday, and Luka can come right in.
Right. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's going to be an easy one.
We'll happily be a second apron team with Luka, Tatum, and Jaylen Brown.
Right. Yeah, this game is. I think it goes 7, guys. I don't know. I just think you're going to see some scrappiness. I think everybody's going to win the game.
The Pacers won't go quietly.
That's what I'm saying.
They may not win a lot of games, but they're
not going quietly. I agree.
Yeah.
It's exactly how I feel about this series. They are not going to just lay down and go home. They are going to fight the whole entire way. Ooh, what a pass.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting offseason. The Spurs are going to look different next year too, because they're getting closer.
Yeah. And they're about to the best dude. Don't sleep on Wembanyama just because he had an injury this year. I mean,
that's my only problem with those guys is like Chet Holmgren, Porzingis, Wembanyama, AD. Like they're always injured. And I mean, Chet Holmgren's the same way, right? When he plays, he's impactful, right? Like you see all the crazy blocks and
He plays like
rim running, yeah, and he can shoot. But I don't know. I mean, it's gonna come a time for them when they're like, okay, he's only playing like 40% of the games. Is he really worth $60 million a year?
yeah,
You know, and he ends up like Porzingis, who doesn't get a full max, super max, right? He ends up with.
Oh, you got to dunk that.
Yeah.
Oh, they call traveling. Yeah, yeah. I don't know why this is. It's going better than I expected. I'll leave it. I'll leave it at that. I will leave it at that. It's definitely going better as expected. I'm shocked I had the point spread so close. Without knowing, I said 8. It's 10.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just
how were you suggesting to bet this game? Were you going laying the points, or are you taking the points?
That's the thing. I said they win by over 8. They win more than 8, 8 or more. So I'm okay with the 10-point, win, because you know what's going to happen.
It'll probably tighten up in the fourth quarter.
Correct. And then it'll go down to the being in the on the foul line, and that's where the spread will come from at the end of the game when there's no hope and they're jacking up threes. But man, I didn't know Ballerina opened up this already. I think it opened up today, maybe, or yesterday. I don't know, but
I'll tell you what. Like, this summer is like shaping up huge for movies.
Oh man,
this is going to be one of the best summers for movies in a while.
And thinking about it, that might be my next channel, ladies and gentlemen. It's movies. Turf been going to movies since day one. In college, I lived literally behind the movie theater, and they allowed me to sneak into every movie whenever I wanted to. I'll never forget it.
Perks.
Yep, I grew up going so I grew up in that small town with the station wagon. Me and my friends all piling in, and my mom dropping us off at the movie theater down at the Windsor Town Center. That's what we
Windsor
did.
Town Center.
That's what we did, bro. That's what I did growing up. And you couldn't wait to hit the 7th grade, because that's when you could actually go without, Big Brother or something. 6th grade, they were still nervous.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. Movies has always been my thing. And I'm excited to see. Like I said, I went and saw Tom Cruise's Mission Impossible. Shout out to Tom Cruise. Great movie.
Final Reckoning was
a great movie. I
finish.
Enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I really did.
I wasn't as huge of a fan as for the first Mission Impossible as everybody else was.
Right.
But I mean, I will say they've done a fantastic job with that franchise. The movies are all good for the most part. I think maybe the first 2 or 3 of those were kind of so on the story, but the action was fantastic. And I think later on, they really got the stories down. The movie scripts are good, right? They're not just action movies. They're actually good movies now.
And Angelo, you are absolutely correct. I saw The Accountant too while in Virginia.
Oh my God. I still haven't seen. I saw that it's on there. I want to watch it too. Accountant too.
It is good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's already on Prime.
I can't believe it.
Is it out of the movie theaters yet? It's still in the movie theaters, isn't it?
Not anymore.
I guess not. It must have just left, literally just left, because
I think they're clearing out because all the stuff's coming.
Right. Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, it wasn't that long ago that I just saw it. It was when I was in Virginia. Was when I saw The Accountant too. I saw The Accountant too, which amazing. Another movie that I really didn't want to go see because it's just not up my alley. I don't really do the whole vampire thing, but Sinners was fire. It was fire.
It's Michael B. Jordan, right?
Yes, I was shocked at how good that movie was. I should probably start doing some movie reviews, man. I know for a fact it's a passion of mine.
You're gonna have to watch the Marvel and DC
I know
movies if you're gonna do a movie channel.
I know, and that's the only thing, because there's certain ones I don't watch that people are gonna, I'm definitely gonna be called out on, and that's one of them. I'm not a Marvel buff, and I don't know why.
Sorry.
I can't figure out why I can't get into it. Wow, these dudes are just trading threes back to back. I don't know if y'all are watching this. They're just not. Neither of them are gonna go away. Neither of these teams are going away.
Who's hitting the threes?
Both. It's just back and forth right now. It's just constant back and forth, coast to coast. Shout out to me, my old basketball nickname. That's literally what
Coast
it's
to coast.
Coast to coast. They've just been passing it, shooting the three, or passing it, laying it up. It's just been coast to coast. Like,
all right.
Yeah, it's been wild.
11-point lead.
That's what I'm saying. They're starting to pull away, but every time, Indiana, they come back. They got the ball. I expect them to, get it back to within one point of double digits. Look at them. Teardrop. Ooh, man. This is a good. This is gonna be a good series. I'm excited for this. We should probably just have watch parties for this. That's offensive. They didn't call it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we should probably just have watch parties, even though it's not a Dead in the Water show. I'll leave that up to Spence, because y'all. Oh, yeah, he tried to. No foul. Wow.
I'm shocked at how good Lou Dort has become. Like, he's a good defender, but
yeah,
Lou Dort's got 15 points.
Yeah, he's not supposed to have that much exactly.
No.
Look at this. Oh wow. Yeah, it's a good game, man. This is great entertainment. Great entertainment. Let's see what Radio Transplant has to say. This is one of the reasons why NBA has lost so many mainstream fans. We need to get it back to the 80s, 90s tough basketball. Big man needs to play big man ball again. I agree. I'm tired of watching people jack up threes when you should be in the paint backing people down. I agree. Shaq Diesel and them. Yep. I
saw an interview with Jordan from a couple of years ago, and he said that he felt like if he worked on his outside shooting that much, it would have taken away from the rest of his game.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
So, I think he did it the right way. As you get older, right? And you don't have the physical gifts that you had when you were 23, 22, 24. Right? Then you develop that fadeaway. You develop that outside game. Right? And he dominated at that, too.
Oh, big time. Dominated at everything.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Man, anytime I hear anybody try to talk about the GOAT, it is just laughable. It's just laughable. You know what I mean? It's just laughable.
These people just don't understand. They don't understand.
They just don't. I don't know if anybody ever could if they didn't live it. You just can't understand what Jordan was.
He's a mean dude.
Dude, you didn't want to be around him. I don't think people get it. They don't. He was doing whatever it took to win. If that's you gonna be pissed off at him for the rest of his life, he'll take it.
Yeah,
he's okay with you hating him for the rest of his life as long as you get that chip.
He'd make stuff up.
Yes,
to get himself fired up,
get himself going, bro. There's just nobody. There's just bro. It's just wild to me.
Yeah,
it's wild to me. That's all I can say. It's wild.
All these people that think LeBron, no,
it's not.
No,
it's not even close.
No.
It's not even close. It's not even close. And why are we so far apart?
I don't know.
How can the people of today not understand what was done yesterday?
Because they didn't witness it. We've had the we've been able to watch. We watched all of Jordan's career. We watched all of LeBron's career. So we can look back at what Jordan's body of work was and LeBron's, compare them, and we can, it's easy. It's easy when you've watched them both play to come to the conclusion that Jordan was the better player.
Right.
It's an easy thing.
It really is, and that's why I don't. It's weird for me. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. It is weird for me to have those conversations. It's like, what do y'all think? Like, how? Like, I don't know. I'm not taking nothing away from LeBron, because that's the thing. He has his own category. I'll give you that. You have your own category as far as longevity.
Yeah.
Right.
You play in your 40s and you're still putting up those numbers.
Right. Playing with your kids, breaking all those numbers. But the GOAT? Yeah. Right? Like, yo, like that dude where everybody else just stops. And it's been proven time and time again, but yet you can't win with these youngsters. Is what it is. It's the youngsters.
No, and the ones that love him are like unapologetic about saying LeBron's the best ever. I think people want to just say that they saw the best ever.
Right.
Right. And they connected to their life, right? And the guy that fits the most into their life. And for a lot of people, is LeBron.
The problem with that, though, before Jordan, there were a lot of guys, but dude, it's Jordan. Like, I don't understand. I mean, sometimes I dream that he is me. Like there's so much going on with this man. Like, it's impossible. I don't get it, man. I don't know. That's one of them things, man. We are very lucky. You're right. We are so, like, we have songs, we have moments, 6-0, like the numbers, everything speaks for itself. It's so obvious, and it doesn't even matter whose team you loved back then. It's you know what I mean? Like, it's man, it's so crazy.
I mean, Jordan had a movie made about him before he actually won anything.
Yes.
He was getting eliminated in the playoffs by the Celtics year after year after year after year after year.
With his ass. Bird was mopping the floor with him.
But it didn't matter. He was still the scoring champion. He was still all over the place.
Everything.
Everywhere. Commercials, movies.
Yep.
And LeBron carries himself well. With Jordan's charisma was on a different level.
It's just it's mind-boggling to think that people don't grasp this. Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, we've had some wild athletes, but nothing comes close to Jordan.
Yeah.
I mean,
he played baseball. He was a good golfer.
Dude, we've had some monsters in sports. I don't know. I just don't. Yeah, I don't know how we have that argument.
Yeah, it's Oh, speaking of the LeBron argument,
yeah,
I will tell you that the Raiders were picked over the Patriots by Nick.
Really?
First things first, yes.
Oh,
I'm not entirely surprised because he's a Patriot hater through and through.
Right.
But he picked the Raiders on the road.
Week 1. I don't see it. Hey, I'm objective. We never see. And the problem is we never play well on the road and haven't. It didn't matter what regime came in here over the last 5-6 years. It just didn't matter. So I don't think we just immediately shake that overnight. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Chewy's NFL news and podcast on here like gave a score prediction 28-17 for week one. It's like if we score a combined 45 points, I'll send you $100.
Yeah, right.
It's not gonna happen.
It's not. I agree. It's not. It'll be a 14-17 game.
Yes,
something like that.
Yeah, 14-10.
Yeah, exactly.
14-10 would be my guess. Like 10-7.
Because both of our defenses are more advanced than our offenses. You are 100%.
And our offenses are probably not going to be anything special.
Straight boo-boo. It's the first week. It's straight boo-boo.
I mean, we're both implementing new offenses.
Yeah.
Right? And as good as Brock Bowers was last year,
right,
the guy calling the plays this year, not the guy that was calling them last year. So
Bingo.
Bowers may not be as focal as he was last year.
Nor is it the guy throwing him the ball unless Geno gets hurt and you implement AOC.
Right.
AOC definitely got Brock the ball. I don't see how any quarterback doesn't get Brock the ball based on his rookie season. So I'm not even worried about that.
Hey, I thought the same thing about I'm not putting him in that category, but for us, Hunter Henry was that guy.
Right.
And his first 2 years, I mean, he was doing 60, 70 balls. And I thought the same thing. I'm like, how do you not put the ball in his hands?
Right.
He's open every play. And then nothing. He flatlined for 2 years.
He did. He did. And I don't know what happened outside of quarterback play.
It was changing offensive coordinator.
And quarterback play. Let's be honest, who was throwing them the ball? Jacoby Brissett?
Well, this past year, it was Brissett and eventually Drake May. But
May came late.
Yeah.
And I think a tight end is always a quarterback's best friend. I don't know if that'll ever change, in my opinion. It's the best matchup. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're going one-on-one, if everybody's covered with who their respective counterpart is, tight end is going to be your best matchup because you're going to more than likely be tight end running back. You're going to more than likely be uneven.
Your problem this year, though, is going to be people know who Brock Bowers is now.
Right.
And you don't have, and Devontae Adams not on the outside.
I agree. And I don't think Jacoby Myers is it. See, you're already painting the picture as to why Thornton Jr. has to be the guy. Yeah. He has to. If he's not.
Who do you think covers Bowers week 1 from the Patriots?
Ooh.
Who draws that assignment?
It could be any of your skill guys. Gonzalez. I could see you guys saying just go with him all game, and we'll worry about everything.
I think they might put Carlton Davis on him. He's more physical corner.
That's true. More than Gonzalez, yes.
Yeah, Gonzalez, I think they'll give to Myers, and Myers will do nothing. He will do nothing.
Yeah, see, and that's where. So that's why nobody can argue with me that he's not a great number.
No, nobody's arguing with you that he's not. I'm just saying that you don't have a 1. Right. So now he's going to get that smoke, and he can't handle that smoke.
I agree.
So it would behoove you guys to find a wide receiver 1 between now and the start of the regular season, but that's harder to do.
It ain't gonna happen, man.
I honestly the most Patriot thing to do would be to cut Steph Diggs before the season starts for something stupid like his little charade on the boat.
I already saw an article where they were talking about how he was helping out the young Bucks. It won't happen.
Yeah, I don't think so. They can't.
He knows. He knows he messed up, and he's already righting that wrong, if you will.
Yeah. I guess he had to sit down with Vrabel, and Vrabel was like, "What are you doing, dude?"
Ah,
I heard that he said you allow cameras on the boats. You allow phones on the boats. What are you?
right, like what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Where is this coming from?
Yeah, it's like
You know better.
send him a copy of Derek Jeter's book.
Right, yeah, come on, man.
You'll get your phone back tomorrow, along with a parting gift.
There you go. No, I agree. Man, people, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. Man, these kids are not leaving without a fight. I keep telling you.
No, this is gonna be a game.
They're not leaving without a fight, bro.
Under 10 points going into the fourth.
Exactly. What a match. It's everything I expected. Jesus Christ, bro. How do you stop shot? How do you stop? There's no way you stop that. He just shot that in his face at the buzzer, bro. That's see, so I won't lie. I do like that part of basketball, from the guard play, from the shooting guard play. You know what I'm saying? But I miss backing people down in the blocks. I miss fundamental pick and roll and, just stuff that you should naturally see every game. Real simple, basic. That's lost.
The problem is those people don't exist anymore. It's not that the game's changed. It's just that you don't. I mean, when have you seen guys built like that?
Right.
Right? In the last 10 years come through the league that have any sort of talent.
It's all ability. It's all,
Yeah,
no, I agree. You're absolutely right. They don't even own it anymore.
No. And you're right. Like, Joel Embiid is probably the closest thing that we've seen to like a traditional big,
Man,
and that dude is injured all the time.
All the time.
All the time.
God, it looks so good down low.
Yeah,
like
but
he
I mean,
just eats it. It is.
Yeah, he gives Jokic fits whenever he plays him.
It's a beautiful thing to watch.
He's just never healthy. It's like, and the Sixers are gonna have to like deal with that eventually too.
Right. Nope, I agree. Man, this is gonna be tough, bro. I don't know, man. The NBA is in a real precarious situation. They make any more wrong moves, man, it could be curtains. Seriously, think about it.
Oh, I forgot you guys had Besh too.
Yeah. Although I'm hearing he's starting to look to hold out. As long as he's going to hold out. As long as he's on the field, I could care less.
Yeah.
You could have all that talk and, do what you need to do all you want. Just be there. You know what I mean? Just be there and be working with the team. I could hold out all you want. But
yeah. They might use they could just put the corners on your wide receivers and do the kid they drafted on Bowers.
Yes.
He had like a 9.3 athletic RAS score.
Correct.
Supposedly he's like super athletic.
Correct.
And he likes to mix it up. So I don't know. He's like, they say he has been the best looking player out of the draft so far for the Patriots.
Wow.
Which is shocking because like all they did in the media was for the first 3 days after the draft was crap on him. And then they saw him play and they're like, well,
right.
Okay.
Right. Huh. Well,
I'm looking forward to this game. I think it's going to be a defensive match. I think our offenses are going to be pretty pitiful. But I want to see.
It's going to be a lot of running the ball and a lot of
right.
It's a low scoring game.
Jonty versus Travion Henderson. Let's
Dude,
see.
and I don't like that matchup. I think Travion is a better all-around back. Yep, I said it, guys. Get mad at me, boo me, but I have Omarion Hampton and Travion Henderson as the number 1 and 2 backs out of this draft. I think Janty will be third.
Raider Nation's about to explode.
Yeah, they're gonna hate me, and I don't know any other way to explain to them. Dude, watch the tape.
I'm with you. By the way.
Watch the tape.
I do agree.
Man, dude, you got 2 guys that played in decent conferences. One of them in the best, and the other one in not so much of a decent conference. And again, I will continue to hang my hat on this. If this kid breaks tackles like he did in college, it's game over. All of us are in awe, jaws drop, and we got something to look for the next decade as far as that running back position in Vegas, right? I don't see it. I think it's still Saquon Barkley's world. I don't see anybody else being looked at, including King Henry or anyone else that's still
Jahmyr Gibbs. No,
not in front of Saquon Barkley while he's got what he's still got in the Eagles. That's the best offensive line in football. Who's better than the Eagles' offensive line?
I can't think of anyone.
Who's better defense? Defensive line. There's no coinkydink they won the Super Bowl.
They did lose 3 players off that line.
They did, but they added Ty Robinson, and anybody that knows me knows I've been looking at that kid from day one. I can't explain it. I can't call it. I don't even know if he's from Nebraska. All I'm telling y'all is Ty Robinson next to Jalen Carter equals disgustingness for anybody that has to deal with it. I'm just telling you. Who are you double teaming?
Ty Robinson initially.
Exactly, and then that's what you're going to be stuck with Jalen Carter, and then go, double team Jalen, which you did, and we saw what that got the Chiefs. They double teamed Jalen Carter the whole game. He literally did not have less than 2 people on him every single play of every down in that game, and you still saw what he did.
And that's why Milton Williams ate all game.
Bro. Pigs, let them know. I'm trying to tell people. Ty Robinson was a sleeper for me. I'm telling y'all, that kid is going to be something in the NFL. Ty Robinson is going. He's got a weird. He reminds me of one of those weird superheroes. He's small for his position. That's the key to him. He's small, but he plays like he's twice the size of everybody else. Yeah, it's wild.
Do you think he has the frame to put the weight?
I do, and he already has the speed behind it. That's the whole point. Like, he has all the ability. His ceiling is so high. It's the same as Jalen Carter's when he came in. And you saw what Jalen Carter did. Like, it's not right. Thank God we broke up whatever it is they had going on over there in Eagles land. Right? When it comes to their college scouting, right? We've stolen a couple of their people that have built that roster. I know that for a fact. We got 2 guys out of the Eagles camp that has been building that roster for the last 2-3 years.
That's the way to do it. I've been saying that too. Like, you got to go if you're gonna replace front office people. You got to go to the teams that have the proven track records.
Yes,
right?
The guys that are doing it.
I don't understand like hiring guys that were like on the Browns or like Elliott Wolf. Like, he was what, coffee for the Browns, the worst team in football.
This doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jihad Campbell.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. The Eagles draft so well.
My guy. BTS in the building. Yeah, pigs. I don't even want to talk about it, man. They just keep getting better. The Eagles just get better.
You know what though? They're not our problem.
No, because they're on the NFC.
Yeah,
we see them at the end of the year.
You got to worry about the Chiefs, the Chargers, and the Broncos.
I agree.
Your number one concern,
and it's not looking good for us in that front either. I say we start the season 0-3. It's not pretty, and I think we're gonna find out real quick that we didn't get the best running back in the draft, and that's what's gonna hurt our feelings. I don't know where
that's what's gonna hurt our feelings.
I don't know where the morale goes from that point. When we play the Chargers week 2, and Omarion Hampton is looking like that dude, while Janty's still trying to break tackles, it's just not gonna look good. It's just not. And that's not talking about what we deal with week 1 when Travion Henderson does what he does.
Yeah, the thing is I just don't see a world where Pete Carroll's going to put him on the field at third down.
No, heck no. Talking Janty? No.
Yeah.
Not the way he blocks or the lack of. There's no way. You immediately send Bro, if Janty's in the game, you send the house. There's no question. You man up. Everybody knows. The front line, the defensive line knows we get pressure. There's no possibility. Yeah, if Janty's in the game in third down. I'm just telling y'all right now. It's the way it goes.
Angelo, you guys do have to play Philly?
Yeah, we play Philly in the regular season.
Sorry.
Mad about it, bro. I'm like, there you go. You get to look at that number 7 pick that should have been yours. Devour your whole offensive front line. Because I'm telling you right now, as good as I think our offensive line can be, they're not ready to defend Jalen Carter and Ty Robinson. They're not ready to deal with that.
It's like a convergence of bad feelings from the last 3 years for you playing the Eagles. It's like players that you thought should have been Raiders.
Exactly, and then they just do it to us. Like, it's so bad.
And the worst part is that you're gonna have your guy going out there most likely that you chose over them.
Tyree Wilson has to show up. That's a question for the poll. Who believes Tyree Wilson will have a better game than Jalen Carter when we played him? Who actually would bet anything, a penny, that Tyree Wilson is going to have a better game than Jalen Carter? Please. Jesus Christ. This is why it's hard to be a Raider fan. Like, because this is the stuff that you're reminded of, and it hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, see, this is Pigs. Have you watched Travion Henderson? Nah. See, the reason why, so I'll tell you why I don't agree with this one. Janty doesn't have the speed, man. I don't know why people think he doesn't have the speed, bro. This is the NFL. You have to run under 4.4 in order to really do that.
Be a problem. Yeah.
Yeah, on the edge. That you have to. You have to run 4.4 and under. You have to. That's why you see guys get through creases and the guys that don't. Just go look at a 40 time and look at how drastically you're talking the distance. I can't even get it on the camera. The distance of somebody that runs a 4.3 versus a 4.4 is so large, you don't comprehend it. Same thing, 4.4 to 4.5. You don't really understand it till you actually look at it and see it. And I'm telling you right now, Janty doesn't run close to what these guys that are cracking seams in the NFL do. He's not that kind of running back.
Yeah, and he's not that guy that he cuts and accelerates to full speed real fast.
No,
he's
even keel. Yes, yeah. He's even keel. There's nothing special. That's why why do you guys keep thinking I'm saying he's average at best? If his tackle breaking ability is intact, game over. Everything I'm saying goes out the window.
Yeah, if he breaks tackles at an elite level like he did in the Mountain West,
it's game over.
It's game over.
But nobody believes that. Nobody believes that.
Well, I mean, the Raiders did.
Well, I don't believe it. You're right. The Raiders believed it. I don't.
So, somebody in that front office believed it, so they drank the Kool-Aid.
Yeah. Angelo says, I believe Tyree Wilson will have a better game than Jalen Carter because by the time they play us, they'll be sending their second-team players. That's exactly right, Angelo, because we're not going to be that good. We'll be lucky to start the season 1-2, let alone 0-3. And that 1-2, that game will be us beating the Chargers at home, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't see that. I already told you, you're going to get a heavy dose of Omarion showing you why he was the number one running back in this draft. I'm holding to that like nobody.
And he's running behind the line.
A real offensive line. A real one. I saw this kid with my own two eyes up close and personal. Real live on the grass. It's not going to be pretty. It's not. It's just not going to be pretty. I don't know if people understand what we are going to have to watch at home against the Chargers with that kid on the team. Yeah, he's a monster.
Yeah, and the Chargers are looking like they actually have some weapons on the outside.
They have a team, bro. They have a team. They always have a team. And with Harborough, yeah. I don't know. We're the worst team in the division. You know what I mean?
Nick Wright picked you guys like that too, the worst team in the division.
We're
but
the worst team in the division.
He also had you beating us in the first week, so.
Yeah, but I don't see that. You guys are the worst in your division, right? Outside, no, the Jets.
No, they have us a second in the division. They have the Dolphins, I think, is the worst this year.
Behind the Jets? Oh, no.
Behind the Jets.
I knew. That's right. No, and I like what he's doing. No, I get it. No, that makes sense, but I still.
The shine wore off.
Yeah.
Little dork.
I don't. Yeah, that's interesting. I put the Patriots in 3 and 4 slot.
Yeah.
Not 1-2. I mean, obviously the Bills are number one.
Don't say the Jets.
It's not. I would give the nod.
You're giving the nod to the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins are going to be dead before the season even starts. I think Hill's going to force his way out. And when that happens, they're going to trade Waddle, and then they're going to turn into a dumpster fire.
If Hill's not there, it's over.
I don't think Hill's going to be there.
Where's he going to go, though?
I could see him on your team.
No. No.
You guys need a one. There's no question about it.
No, you're absolutely right. But he's not the type of number one we need. I don't think he's a route tree runner. I think he's a gimmicky / you build around him. He doesn't seem like a Chip Kelly piece. Chip Kelly needs robots that are going to do exactly what he wants, not somebody that's a centerpiece. Somebody tell me I'm lying or I'm wrong.
I think having a Tyreek Hill is so fast. He puts so much pressure on the defense.
That's why the route tree doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, he automatically takes 2 people out of the defense every time he's out there.
Yep.
You have to put 2 on him. You can't try and man up with him. There's not many people that can run with him.
No, there's none. Who can run with Tyreek? I don't know a corner that can run with him. Not step for step.
Yeah, Surtain can pretty closely cover him, but He's you still want support behind him. You don't want to be on an island.
And he's definitely
And that makes the rest of your team
vulnerable.
A problem.
Vulnerable as hell. Yes.
That turns Jacoby Myers and Jack Bash and Brock Bowers. They become problems instead of becoming, you can game plan that.
Right.
Somebody like a Tyreek changes the dynamic altogether. Right? It was like, think about the Patriots back when we had our undefeated season, right?
Yeah.
Nobody even wanted Randy Moss. We took him for nothing.
It's true.
Still to this day, that's one of the most dominant performances from a wide receiver for a season campaign I've ever seen.
Period. Shout out to Randy Moss. Again, that parallel where, hey, he was a Raider and a Patriot.
Yeah. I forgot it was you guys who.
Yep.
Yeah. But that's what happens when a number one talent comes into the room. Right. Everything can change.
I agree. Yep. I agree.
So I don't know there's not going to be that many people out there that are going to be available, right? I mean, you could take a shot on old Amari Cooper and hope that he's still got something left in the tank.
I'm all set on Amari Cooper.
You already rode that ride.
Exactly. There's no reason to go backwards from that respect. I'm all set.
So that leaves trade. Like the Dolphins, I do think are going to implode. Right. They are that close.
Right.
And when that happens, there's some pieces there that could get fire sailed.
There's absolutely some pieces, and I think you're right. I think they still got a few years left in them. I think their
left tackle retired, man.
When did he do that?
This offseason.
Oh, I didn't know that part. So Tua is literally.
He's literally weeks away from his career being over.
Out. Damn, I didn't know that. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't hear that part. Yeah, I don't. Right, I miss things. Considering.
Yeah. You can only keep track of so many things, but.
Right.
Yeah. 2025 does not look like a Dolphin year. The vibes around the coach are bad. Vibes around the team are bad.
Huh.
Yeah. And I will say this: the vibes are exactly the opposite for the Jets, which kind of kills me. But
no, well, because they got a real coach. Well, they had a real coach in Robert Saleh. I still don't understand why they allowed Aaron Rodgers to dismantle that team like that.
Oh, speaking of the great Aaron Rodgers, we might as well break this news.
Yeah.
He's come out of retirement and he's signed with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
So he is signed. Yeah, I know.
New team to ruin. New team to ruin.
So he signed. He got the bag, huh?
I don't know if he got the bag.
Well, for him, any bag is right. Like. Anything he receives is a bag.
Let's take a look at the contract. Let's see. It's probably the details probably aren't even out there, right?
They probably haven't divulged it.
Yeah, they still got him with the Jets and Spotrac. They haven't even updated it yet.
Oh yeah. I'll make a real quick call real quick here. One sec. I'm gonna put myself on mute. You keep talking. I just want to make sure we're good. Let me see. Steelers will be using the backup after bye week. Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. I mean, I'm
right.
going nowhere. I'm just putting myself on mute so nobody can hear me have this conversation to make sure the AC is good.
All right. I can hear you. I don't know if the rest of the community can hear you. All right. Yeah, so Aaron Rodgers is a Steeler. This is what I was wondering, if they were actually going to pull the trigger on that move. I'd heard rumors going back and forth that if he didn't come to the table soon, they were just going to move on and go with what they had. But apparently that was enough to get him to come to camp. So Aaron Rodgers is going to be the Steelers quarterback 2025. I don't know how I feel about that, but I mean, if there's any Steeler fans on here, let us know. It doesn't, yeah. Pigs. Rodgers as a Steeler is a weird vibe. Yeah, I completely agree. Angelo. Shout out to Angelo. First episode, the Knockout Canvas, Saturday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard. Absolutely, Angelo. I'll check it out. I'll definitely be there. Congratulations, got your show going. Back to the Steelers. DK is there. Even though they traded Pickens, they got DK. They've got Calvin Austin, and I think I'm trying to think who they drafted a wide receiver too, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna check that out. All right. Oh no, I was just saying I thought that the Steelers drafted a wide receiver this year. They did not. They signed Robert Woods apparently. So their depth chart is DK Metcalf and Calvin Austin and Robert Woods. So no, which means he's going to bring his guys. So let's see how that goes. Probably just as well as it went in New York. Yep. Yeah, Angelo, DK does. It was... Yeah, it was a 15-point lead earlier in the quarter. 6 right now I'm seeing. With 3:36 to go in the game. OKC. Yeah, but just look at the score, man. 104-98. With 3 minutes to go in the game. It's like that OKC defense. That's what it does. Oh, Caleb Johnson. Oh yeah, and that's right, and they got Roman Wilson. Yeah. Steelers got some guys. They're on the younger side or older side. No. Well, I mean, Devontae's not coming to save him this time. So he's going to have to make it work. But Roman Wilson's got some talent. He kind of showed a little bit last year. Calvin Austin showed a little bit last year too. I think he probably would have been happier to have... are you still muted, Turf? All right. I can hear you. Pigs is saying...
Oh, yeah, I was still muted. My bad, right, guys. My bad. Yes.
Yeah. Yep. Roman Roman Wilson. And they got Caleb. That's right. They drafted Caleb Johnson.
Caleb Johnson, pigs. Yes, I forgot about that as well. That in itself that's big.
Yeah.
He's going to eat. He's going to eat. He's going to eat at Pittsburgh land for sure.
Yeah.
Thanks,
for sure.
Pigs. Appreciate you. Yep.
Yeah. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. NFL season can't get here soon enough.
I know. 94 days.
Yeah. What do you got going? What do you got going? I saw Pete Carroll running around tackling, wrestling with people at 71 years old.
Yeah,
right? What's the vibe like at Raider OTA?
It's, you know what it is? It's upbeat. Everybody is saying the same thing as always, which is why I'm not really, you know what I'm saying, getting my optimism back to where it doesn't need to be. It needs to stay where it is. But all things are pointing to positive and good things for Raider Nation land moving forward, and rightfully so. I'll tell you this: Mark Davis is doing the right things. He's backed out of the way. He's put his money where his mouth is, and he's definitely allowing people to do their job. And that's all you can ask for. I mean, it's easy to say. I get it. I mean, we went from what? A couple of 100 million to what, 6-7 billion now. So sure, he can throw money around a little bit more. But what owner does? Right? See, you got to give credit and what credit's due. You got to extend grace in those things where they're warranted. And I think Mark deserves credit. Dude, we are paying Chip Kelly more. We're paying double than any other coordinator in the NFL for Chip Kelly. We already know we got a head coach in Patrick Graham. And then we got a head coach in Pete Carroll they just paid. Come on, guys. I mean, it's not Mark Davis. The guy is trying. He's doing everything under his power to get us a winning season, let alone a winning team. So,
yeah. You got a stiff division to deal with, though.
That's the problem with stiff coaching staffs. That's the problem. Everybody has a coaching staff.
Sean Payton in Denver, Jim Harbaugh. I mean, like Hall of Fame guys. It's not just good coaches. Like they're all Hall of Fame guys.
Yes. Yeah. It's, you don't just do anything with that type of a division overnight. It doesn't happen overnight. You take baby steps. Period.
Yep.
We might be second to last after this year, but in my opinion, right now we are dead last in the division. Sorry, Raider Nation. It's just what I believe. It's until we prove we're not. We're worse in the division. Who in our division had a worse record than 14 or whatever, or 13? Nobody.
I don't know. You know what? I might actually prefer Geno to the Chargers quarterback. What's his name?
Herbert. Justin Herbert.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of Herbert.
You don't like Herbert? Wow, man. Hey, I actually have always been a fan of Herbert, but I won't lie. I'm growing. My patience is growing thin. If I'm Jim Harbaugh, I'm like, all right, dude. I had JJ, and from what you said, what I'm hearing.
Yeah, when I heard that Harbaugh tried to trade him for JJ straight up last year after the draft, I was like, this guy doesn't even believe in his quarterback,
and it didn't work. And the fact that nobody did it, like, that's something you should jump at, unless something's wrong. Right? Seriously, that's something you should jump at.
Yeah. If somebody says, I'll give you a Pro Bowl quarterback right now for an unproven rookie,
yes,
you usually take that trade, right?
It's not even a conversation. It's not even a conversation.
And the fact that they were like, no, we're good. We're going to roll with Sam Darnold. Or we're going to, yeah.
I agree, man. Yeah. Wow.
So,
look at this game, bro.
3 points.
This is wild. I told y'all these boys is not laying down. They're not gonna lay down for anybody, right? They're just not. They're not gonna lay down for anybody, man.
And this is how you lose.
Shoot, jacking up threes.
You let Indy stay close.
Yes,
until the last minute.
Instead of taking that shit to the hole. Excuse my French. This is why I hate basketball. They the first option now is shooting threes. Look at this. And it's a great shot, but still, I can't do it. I can't do it.
I don't. Yeah, I didn't like what I saw from the Patriots. I mean, from the Celtics going against the Knicks. That was a terrible series for offense. Terrible.
Horrible. Look at them jacking up threes. Just jacking up threes, bro. I don't. They deserve to lose. OKC deserves to lose this game.
Yeah.
Dunk on them.
And they got a 5-point
foul?
lead.
See, now that's BS. That was a foul.
They're not calling fouls.
They're not.
No.
They're not calling fouls. Something's up.
That's the thing. You can take it. You can take someone's head off right now. They're not going to call it.
And then they call that right there. This is how you know. This is stupid.
Let me guess. SGA had the ball.
They actually caught it against OKC at home, and it's that was a clean block. That was a clean block. Yeah, that was a clean block. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Let me shut up. Yeah.
Look at the balance, man. Pacers got 6 players in double figures.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild, 6. Bro.
And McConnell's got 9 points. So it could be 7 players in double figures. They're just getting it from everyone.
Correct.
And they're shooting very well from 3.
Very well.
46%.
That's insane. That's insane. And I guess that's why they just keep jacking them up. I just don't like it. I'm sorry. I don't come from that background. I come from a defensive.
Dude, when you shoot 47% from 3, you got let it rip.
Yeah. No, I agree. Ooh, SGA. I told y'all. I thought they was going to come back, and you can't let
1 point game with 22.5 seconds.
Yeah, you can't let them hang around like this, bro. Jesus.
This is how you lose. You don't want it to be a one-shot scenario with the Pacers having the ball and Halliburton's got it.
No.
You don't want that.
No. I think you're ahead of me, so don't say nothing. I'm at 38 seconds. 33 seconds.
So who's the breakout player for you while we're waiting for this game to get down there? I got 22 seconds.
Yeah, you're ahead of me by like 5 seconds.
Yeah. Who's the guy that you've been most impressed with so far?
The guy I've been most impressed with.
From let's frame it too. From the rookie class and your undrafted free agents.
Right. I would say from the rookie class, from what I'm hearing, it has to be Besh. I hate to say it, but it'd have to be him. It'd have to be Besh. Really? And that's
good news.
I agree. It's even more so than Janty. And so the problem is, so this is the problem, Spence. It's good news if you had one of the better secondaries in the NFL and, in your recent past. We do not have a proven secondary. So you see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's good news against our secondary, but what about a real secondary? So that's why I'm a little nervous about that in terms of Besh being what they are hoping he is. And even if he comes to fruition and becomes that, guess what that is? It's another Jacoby Myers, possession receiver that, will get you a lot of first downs, et cetera, but he's not getting you 80-yarders. He's not taking it to the house. Like, you know what I'm saying? Is he's not a home run hitter. So and you don't need that. It's just I don't know. I'm still a little tight on the fact we drafted him at 58 in the second round. I think there were other guys that we could have done better with, and I pray he proves me wrong. I want back, but man, we got a lot of guys that can prove me wrong. Between Janty, Besh, right? I really so who the breakout guy is Darian Porter, the kid from Iowa State, defensive back.
Oh,
yes, that's the breakout guy that absolutely will be our number 2 quarterback. Does that promote JB, Jacorian Bennett, or somebody else? I don't know, but I can see this kid becoming something special defensively.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked Porter coming out. Like,
yes. And
legit.
after the fact and what he's been showing in camp, oh yeah. Yep.
So the surprise name for the Patriots is Afton Chisholm.
Really?
Yeah. They're saying that it's a strong possibility that now that he's going to make the team.
Wow.
Of course, we haven't even gotten into preseason yet, but
right.
They said that Chisholm is the favorite receiver of every quarterback.
Wow.
Right now, like he's getting balls from everyone.
Huh.
They said the guy is just always open.
Right.
He's always open.
Huh.
Which is a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, I've heard some things. I've heard what Indiana won this game.
Yep.
Indiana won. Wow.
So that's what I said. You don't want that. You don't want this game within one score.
Wow.
I'm guessing it was Halliburton. Yep. Halliburton.
Yeah, of course it was Halliburton.
Yeah. the dude's an assassin.
Halliburton. Wow.
Unbelievable.
That is wild. That is wild.
That's how you steal home court right there.
All day, bingo. Game 1. Put them on their heels. Game 1.
Now they know. And now
that's huge, man. That's huge right there. Tell me that's not big. That's a big deal.
He had 10 rebounds.
Yeah, that makes
sense. Halliburton had 10 rebounds.
Point guard, shooting guard. That's how you know.
How about this for a line? 14, 10, and 6.
Wow. 12 rebounds and 19 points for Pascal.
Double-double. Same thing for Naismith.
Wow. Dog, they're calling Halliburton this generation's Penny Hardaway? Dude, Penny Anthony Hardaway? Do we know what that dude? That's a big name. Penny Hardaway? I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit and act like I know Halliburton's game. I mean, I know he's good, but Penny Hardaway?
Oh, he's been in more finals than Penny has.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Yeah. Talk that talk. Yeah. That's funny. Wow. That's huge, bro.
Yeah, I think the Magic did make the finals one year, didn't they?
They did, yeah.
I think Penny was injured though, wasn't he?
No, I mean they made something with Shaq, and then Shaq left.
Yeah,
and I literally just saw the whole thing on this. Yeah, I just watched something on that. Yeah. No, I know Halliburton is the truth. I know he's the truth. I'm just saying that Penny Hardaway, bro, Anthony Penny Hardaway was. I mean, he had his own special commercial.
He was real, yeah.
He was that dude. And the Halliburton. What year is Halliburton? Second, third year?
Halliburton is third year.
Yeah, he's still early.
Third
still
or
early.
third, maybe even fourth. Let me take a look.
Born in 2000. Jesus Christ.
Oh no, man.
We're old.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is his 5th season.
Oh, because he played with Sacramento first.
Yeah. He was 2 years in Sacramento, and his second year he got traded to the Pacers.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he is the truth. His numbers, his field goal percentage. No, you're absolutely right. You're right, Angelo. He has been the truth since Sacramento. You are absolutely correct.
Yeah, I feel bad for Sacramento. Like, talk about making every wrong decision. Think about this. They had a backcourt of Tyrese Halliburton and De'Aaron Fox, and now they have neither.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So yes, the Magic did make the finals one time with Shaquille O'Neal. That's right. I forgot about that. That was the gap year of Michael Jordan playing baseball.
Correct.
And they got swept by the Rockets in 4 games.
Correct. That is correct. Hakeem Olajuwon, right?
Yeah, that's right. I did not.
Yep.
And Hardaway was on this team. I don't know if he was injured.
Right. I'm not gonna lie, I can't remember if he was injured or not. I just know he was on the team.
In the playoffs, let's see. I don't see him on the playoff roster. Oh no, he was. He played 21 games. Yeah, he played.
Then he got injured.
He was there. He averaged 19.6.
Yeah, because he was that was the whole big thing. Like Shaq left. That was it. It never materialized after the fact.
Right, and Shaq was there, and he did 26 a game in the playoffs that year.
Correct.
It was
Correct.
Yep.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, full game. Man, this was a good show. I'm glad you got to celebrate with baby girl. Man. That was what was most important.
That's right. Thank you.
We kept the show alive for you. Next time, just get your stream up. We'll have it for the whole time instead of partial.
Yeah.
But yeah, hey, ladies and gentlemen, trust me, I'm still working on Spence. He needs to get his own show, right?
Yep.
I'm working. I promise you guys. I keep bugging him every time we have these conversations. He'll have one coming.
I'm slowly getting there. I'm working on little pieces here and there. Like I'll have something. I gotta come up with a consistent day and time.
Yes.
And then I'll put it out there.
Correct. But yeah, until then, tomorrow again, I don't know, man. I know Jeff might still do something. I might try to hop on for a hot second. I gotta get Miss Peggy back on. Fridays are gonna be tough for me though. Like I say, because I got those early track meets.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday morning, 6:00. It's not fun. But Saturday we have the knockout canvas. That's why I'm promoting. Yeah, Angelo, he's there. We got all kinds of stuff being promoting. He talking all kind of basketball here. But yes, look, we got this. Trust me, guys. If you are into combat sports, there's nowhere else you want to go. I can assure you that. Between Angelo and myself and the guests that we will have, game over. Game over. You'll go nowhere else. So don't worry about that.
I can't wait.
Knockout canvas is here. Is to stay. Is when I start something, I don't stop. And that is the honest reason why we haven't gotten it off the ground, man, because when I do start this show, it will be a show. It will stay. It will stick. It will go on, and I will refuse to ever do anything else. Exactly. So, but yeah, it's gonna be here, man. Yep, Saturday, 4:00 Pacific Standard Time. That should work, because that means 6:00 my time. I'll hopefully that the track meet should be over by then. So, worst case, hours late start, but don't worry about that. The show will go on. The only reason we didn't have the show on Wednesday was because, like a dummy, I couldn't live stream on the channel. I didn't realize that I had to click something for it to actually register, and then they said you had 24 hours before you could go live. So yeah, but we are building it out, man. We are doing this every which way till Sunday. I will absolutely be helping Angelo get his channel up and running 100%. That's what we do, man. So, you got anything else for the people, Spence?
No, man. We had a good first game in this series. I just encourage everyone to keep watching.
Right.
The NBA needs all the support it can get.
It does, and hey, it may not be our cup of tea, but the reality is, man, it's back. It's back. I mean, hey, this is a series I want to watch. Yeah. I haven't wanted to watch a series in a long time.
Young stars, exciting basketball.
Yes, absolutely. So, continue to keep tuning in, like and subscribe. If you have not subscribed, Titletown Sports, right? Go to Spence's channel, subscribe, like the videos he does have. We're going to get plenty more. I'm going to start showing them how to chop these things up and start just spitting them out every day. Don't worry, I got them. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy this stuff, man, because we enjoy it. Right? We enjoy sitting here chopping it up, talking with you guys, answering questions, putting out polls. This is a blast. This is not a job. So
no.
So until then, next time.
Decomposing your big punk.